Hello my fellow gamers and welcome back to the first rematch of Group A of the second stage where yes, we have Wyvern and Dav battling out once again to try and get into the top two positions of this group. And as you can see, we got Dav playing as the Toon Kings and he is not messing around. Well, apparently he is. Did they actually fire or did they just put the arrows back down? Did they actually fire? What? Maybe they lost line of sight or so. I'm not quite sure. But Dav has gone full out of the archery because he's got two bone charms and he's got the Usati, the great bows, and they are led by the High Queen herself, who I don't really bother with the abilities now. But look at this: Blessing of Ashab, 15% missile damage, 15% reload speed. Oh no, just 15 reload speed, and 15% armor piercing missile damage. Meaning these three units are absolutely insane. There we go. Yeah, they're now firing. Maybe they were firing something Dav didn't want to waste the ammunition on. But they are now firing and going full at it. That is insane amount that's being shot over there. But let's look at what else Dav has brought for his Toon Kings. So we have a couple units, 4 units of Skeleton Spearmen protecting the flanks. So it's a good choice. Front line of just some Skeleton Warriors. Behind that we do have... Oh, sorry, there's another unit of Skeleton Spearmen in the centre. And we've got some Tomb Guard with halberds at the back. On the flank, hidden in the woods, we've got a Lynch Priest of Naakara, who is on the horseback. And I believe that is all Dav's forces. He's gone very cheap infantry, gone for the numbers, and they've got these massive units. Oh, and of course a Titan. Yeah, sorry, let's not forget that. He's got 2 Bone Giants, Usati of Great Bows, and a Titan. I have checked the rules. This is legit. It's like, what's that? I love it, Dav. I love it. It's fantastic. Let's look at Wyvern now, who has brought the forces of Bretonnia. We have got the King on his Royal Hippogriff Knights. We do have a Paladin on a Pegasus. The front line consists of 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Spearmen at Arms. They're being led by the Holy Wardens, so the Battle Pilgrims Regiment of Renown, and backed by the Beast Slayers of Bastogne, so that's the Foot Squires Regiment of Renown. We do have on the right flank of the Bretonians the Royal Hippogriff Knights over there. I'm just checking that there's nothing else further there. And on this side we do have some more, I believe, yeah, more Royal Hippogriff Knights. The forces have got a Damsel of Life on horseback providing support. And on the very far left we do have the Defenders, the Knight Errant Regiment of Renown. They have anti-last. They've got anti-infantry, which is going to be good against the skeletons. And these spearmen, you're going to need all the anti-large you've got, my friend. You're going to need all of it. So, all those Bone Giants have been firing. Don't know that much damage has come. Oh. Action slow-mo shot. Look how far ahead he's fired, but is it enough? Is it going to hit? I think he may have overshot. Yes, he has just missed the Pegasus dodges there. Or is he going for the Hippogriff Knights? Oh, it does get a glancing hit there. And the other one's gone through the woods into... so he's aiming both Bone Giants. But I'm pretty sure that hit the tree then. Didn't actually hit the Knights. Maybe not a great shot there for Dav to try and shoot through the Knights. I think he should just focus on what he can over here. Now the Usati of the Great Bows are now in range. And I believe they're going... Yep, they are going for the Beast Slayers of Bastogne. And the problem is the Bretonians do not have any like artillery or even archers in their arsenal. So they're having to deal with all this range fire in the face. We do have Skeleton Spearmen, but the Knights Errant and the Royal Hippogriff Knights are coming in, protected by the woods. And it looks like everything's now firing at them, or at least the Ushabti are. Going for the Knights Errant by the looks of it. Main line will be engaging soon though. Remember guys, this is a rematch. Dav, Wyvern and Turin all got equal points to get through to the next round. Paladin jumping into the Ushabti there to stop him from shooting, and in comes the King as well. Dav's going to move him in. So they've got to all replay each other now to see who will actually get through to the final to battle for first and second place. So this game is absolutely hugely important to both players here. The Royal Hippogriff Knights get in there. They're only at half health there, but in comes the Wrestler. Fantastic move by Wyvern there. Try and take out the big guys at the back, the range, because if they do, in comes the main lines. The skeletons themselves won't do a great job. It's turned into a complete mosh pit incredibly quickly here. Maybe we should go for a cinematic shot, just in slow motion. For them, but like I said, these guys have battled through the first group stage, through the second group stage, to then turn out to be tied So they have to battle all over again to get through to the final game. So it's all to play for here. But the skeletons are now swarming in. We've got the Tomb Guard coming in as well. Knights Errant getting themselves in a good position to flank around the back. If we go overhead and do the fancy space, you can see, so the Bretonnian forces have hit here. And mainly here is where their main force is cracking in. You can tell because the skeleton warriors are just crumbling because of the amount of pressure. But the Tomb Kings have got a nice bubble here. They've got reinforcements coming in. Is there anything? No, the Bretonnians have completely given up this flank and are focused purely over here. But they have got in and are getting the Ushabti and the Bone Giants. But I mean, the Bone Giants are quite terrifying in their own right. There was a lot of terror here. In fact, there's loads of terror on both sides. So you can see that both players are going full out to try and get the win here. But it looks like the Paladin has been broken. Where's the King? The King's in there at full health as well. He's going for the Queen. Paladin's come back. Where's the Knight Errant? Because you know they're going to be coming back. Oh, trying to snipe the Paladin off. The Knight Errant haven't got involved yet. They really should. Do have the damage. Oh, Dwellers from below going there, doing a massive amount of damage on all of them. The King is desperately trying to get the Queen. If the Bretonnians can slay the Queen, then the Tomb Kings and Dav will be out of the game. But we do have the time to get it. And like I said, the Bone Giants are still a terrifying foe, even in close combat. We got the Knight Defenders going in for the Bone Giant over there. Probably not the best pick. They could probably come in here, try and deal with that. The other Bone Giant trying to help out. Look, the Defenders have been completely wiped out pretty much. Over here, it looks like the King's now taking some damage, and that terror and fear is all backing up on the King, and he's starting to lose his cool. The peasants are desperately trying to hold. There's the regen, though, and oh no, the King's broken. He's trying to get out of there. The Bone Giant was taking a shot over there. Why was he shooting at? Ah, the Royal Hippogriff Knights have gone. But oh no, now the King's gone. The Titan is going in there right in the middle of those peasants and just smacking them down to the ground. Could it be that the Tomb Kings have been able to stabilise it and now push back where the Bretonnians were pushing the hardest? Oh, look at that. Peasants flying everywhere. Where's the King? The King's just rallied, but he is taking a real beat. Only 1,000 health left. Well, the Queen's got 3,000 health left. Got some Bone Giants just sat back here, you know. They don't need to worry too much. They can come in when they need to. Oh, there goes a shot. Aiming for the King, I think. There goes a nice attack by the damsel there. But the Queen's getting into the thick of it. And all this fear and terror is going to start having a knock-on effect with the peasants. And they will start breaking soon. If Wyvern does not put it together, Dav will get the win here. It looks like the Paladin is going after the Lynch Priest. But the Tomb Guard have got in there. Oh, see that hit? And another hit on the King as well. But the Defenders have pretty much been wiped out. There is the second regen for the Tomb Kings. It's pretty much, can Dav last this and then push back is the main thing. Royal Hippogriffs coming back, but there's only 2 of them. It looks like they are all pouncing on the Queen, but look, the King's only got 550 health. He has broken. Ushabti, third regens go down, and Ushabti have been summoned for the Tomb Kings. Can the King come out of there? He's only got 520 health left, and it looks like everything broke. Or Wyvern threw in the towel because the King was out. He can't do any damage to this anymore. His main attack, the Royal Hippogriff Knights, have been taken out. The Bone Giants, I believe, are both still operational. Yes, they are. The Titan's still going strong. The Queen's pretty much at full health. Paladin's been taken out. And over here, you can see the forces of Bretonnia are being absolutely overwhelmed by the Tomb Kings. And so they would have then just focused on this group of peasants, which would have just broken, which is so unfortunate for Wyvern there. A valiant defeat indeed, but a fantastic game for DahvPlays, who can't. Davies a foul. Yes, okay then. But yeah, I mean, a fantastic strategy. Having all this powerful ranged and this cheap infantry, especially all the anti-large against Bretonnia, a fantastic pick. Even if it's just a matter that they just hold the line against the peasants, the fact that they call the skeletons cause fear, and then you got the big guys behind causing terror, and he's buffing all his range attack and everything, was just a fantastic bit. And you can see the Royal Hippogriff Knights really didn't get much done. The King tried to get in there, and so did the Paladin. Tried to take out the Queen and the big stuff, but they just couldn't. I mean, look, this has barely been touched. It looks like the Lynch Priest only just a little bit of health left, but he is still going. If they could have taken the Queen out, but she was so well protected with the Tomb Guard, the solid core infantry there, and the Bone Giants jumping in when they needed to. Yeah, unfortunately, it was just a matter of the peasants couldn't push through, and the hard hitters just didn't do the damage they needed to do to take DahvPlays out. So that is a win to DahvPlays over Wyvern, and of course, where there's only 3 players now instead of 4, this victory is absolutely key. And hopefully tomorrow we'll have another battle set up to see who will win there. I can't tell you who it is because I've not actually received the replays yet. I'll explain later, it's not important. But for now, we've had DahvPlays versus Wyvern, and that is a win for DahvPlays. That could be Wyvern out of the tournament already because he's only got one more battle to play and he has to win it to stay in. But we'll have to wait and see, guys. So do hit that like button, comment below, and subscribe with the bell notification. And I will see you tomorrow for the next one. Till then, guys, take care.